Hello, my dear students. Again, very welcome to all of you in your physics class. And we are talking about rotational motion. And in this lecture, we will talk about very interesting concept. It is the combination of rotational motion and translatory motion. Okay, so it is called rolling. What is called rolling? What is meaning of rolling? Combination of rotational and translatory motion. Okay, it is the combination of rotational motion and translatory motion. What is meaning of rolling? Rotational motion plus translatory motion Okay, so we can take so many kind of example, like if we talk about the rotation of earth. Okay, it is our sun and earth is revolving as well as moving on circular path. It is not exactly circular. This earth is revolving about the axis. Okay, rotating about its axis and also revolving around the sun. So it is the concept of rolling. Okay, if we are throwing a disc, this disc will move. The center of mass of this disc will move. This is disc, you can see. The center of mass of disc will move on parabolic path, but disc itself rotating about its axis. Okay, it is concept of rolling. Like wheel of our car. Okay, center of mass is moving and wheel also rotating with omega. So whenever we talk about the rolling, we have to consider rotational motion as well as translatory motion, both we have to consider rotational motion and translatory motion. So this rolling we can divide into three categories. Okay, we are talking about types of rolling. So first category is pair rolling. So what is meaning of pair rolling? If any body is rolling on surface, and there is no sliding between this body and the surface, it is called pair rolling. So it is called rolling without sliding. It is the rolling without sliding. Okay, this body, circular body, is rolling on this rough plane. For pair rolling there should be friction between this body and the surface. Okay, it is rough plane. Okay, so let us consider the velocity of center of mass is Vc, means the velocity for the translatory motion is Vc, and this body is rotating about the axis which is passing to the center of mass is omega. So this body is rotating with omega, having velocity of center of mass or velocity for translatory motion Vc. If there is no sliding between this surface and this body, no sliding is there, then what you can see? We can find a relation between the rotational motion and the translatory motion. How? Let's see. Okay, so in this case, if this point P, which is at ground, okay, which is in the contact at the ground, okay, after completion of one revolution, this point P again will be in contact with the ground. Okay, again will be in contact with the ground. So the translatory distance covered, the linear distance covered by the center of mass is equal to 2 pi r. And after completion of one rotation, what will be the angular displacement? So omega is equal to delta theta divided by t. This delta theta is equal to 2 pi by t. Okay, in completion of one complete circle, the translatory, the rotational displacement is 2 pi. So omega we can written as 2 pi by t, and velocity v of center of mass we can write 2 pi r divided by t. We are considering it is taking time t to complete one revolution. Okay, it is the time period. Now if we divide these two, we will get Vc is equal to omega r. So it is the condition for the pair rolling. It is the condition for pair rolling. Condition for pair rolling. So whenever we talk about rolling without sliding, okay, so what condition we have to use? This condition Vc, velocity of center of mass, is equal to omega r, angular velocity into r. Okay, it is the relation between rotational motion and translatory motion for pair rolling. Okay, now if this Vc is greater than, okay, this Vc is greater than omega r, what will happen? This Vc, translatory motion, the velocity for the translatory motion is greater than omega r, then this spherical ball or circular disc or this body will slide down, start sliding on surface. Okay, start sliding on surface. So it is called as sliding. Okay, rolling with sliding. Okay, so the next topic is, so second category we are taking sliding. Okay, so in this case Vc is greater than omega r. Okay, in this case Vc is greater than omega r. When velocity for the translatory motion is greater than omega r, we can take some example. When we apply brake, what will happen? Only the rotational motion will decrease. The velocity omega will decrease, Vc cannot decrease. Okay, so in this case our tire will slide on the surface, It is case of sliding. Now third category is slipping. We can say it is slipping when Vc is less than omega r. Okay, Vc is omega r, body is rotating, velocity for the rotational motion is greater than velocity for the translatory motion. Okay, Vc is less than omega r, so body is rotating but not able to move with velocity Vc. Okay, with velocity omega r. Okay, so in this case we can take an example, like if we are moving our bicycle in the mud. Okay, so we are applying pedal but the wheel is rotating its place but not moving forward. So it is case of slipping when omega c is less than omega r. Vc is less than omega r. Okay, so it is case of pair rolling. In case of pair rolling, we can use condition Vc is equal to omega r. These are the case of rolling. Now next lecture we are understanding how rolling, in case of rolling, what should be the velocities and acceleration of different particles.